We here. We doing things and stuff. Welcome to another edition of Wrestling is Trash, a nonsensical wrestling podcast where we talk about professional wrestling, past, present, and quite possibly the future. Joining me is the dude with all the swag, all the sauce, all the freaking the nuts and berries. He got it all. You put it all on the plate and you just sprinkle it with a little anomaly and it'll make all your foods taste better. The only thing rivaled to hooks, rubs, and spices.
Put some anomaly on your food, damn it.
Yeah. Put that sauce in your mouth. But how are you doing, sir?
I am lovely. I am very lovely.
All right. If anybody's there, I know we're gonna have a little bit of audio difficulty or whatever, but we're gonna do what it do. But today we are covering the 2021 bracket for the New Japan Cup. You know, me and Anomaly always get in on this New Japan stuff and everything. And I know the past couple streams and whatnot, we always been, WWE, AEW, but we ain't giving New Japan the due that it deserves. So we're going to go through this bracket that we got here. I know it's kind of, let's see if I can big that up for y'all a little bit. And this is going to be the bracket for, oh shit, I'm scrolling the wrong part. There we go. Boom, look at that. Making $1 million moves. All right, so we got the bracket here. As you can see, we got Evil and Tanahashi. They got the bye in round number 1. So I mean, that's big moves. I missed the last couple shows, so I don't know if they fought to earn those buys, but I guess this is kind of how the bracket shakes out for right now. This is going to be a 13-day tournament. Is going to start Friday, March 5th, and is going to end with the final on March 21st. So, I mean, we got just about every day of the week except for like 3 days because they're going to have breaks in between all in the card and whatnot. And yeah, it's just a lot of motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, I like this format. I think it's pretty awesome. They're going to do a long ass tournament like this. Kind of takes it back to the WrestleMania 4 days, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm digging this, and I mean, I'm liking the direction New Japan's going right now. So, but I'm a New Japan mark, so
it be what it be. And I know we kind of kicking it kind of late. I know a lot of you might be tuning in 15 minutes, getting ready for this AEW card tonight. Shaquille ONeal gonna be making his in-ring debut, like wrestling for real. I know he did that run-in at freaking WrestleMania. I forget which one, because I know I was there, because I was confused by his entrance music. I was like, that ain't nobody on the roster, and then his big lumbering ass come up out of the ramp and shit. So. But
you know the thing that's got me about that is the amount of hatred that Shaq has gotten from the internet world. He has gotten so much hatred from these so-called super sports fans who think that he's damaging his reputation by participating in a wrestling event. I mean, the trolls have been rampant. And I just want to say, a lot of the times on Facebook, when you look at the sports groups and the wrestling groups and things like that, they love to use that little laugh emoji. Like they know something that everyone else doesn't. Like they're smarter than everyone else isn't. And they use that as their little troll tactic, to little ha ha ha. Well, let me tell you something about your ha ha ha, motherfucker. If you did that in my face, more than likely I'd slap the piss out of your punk ass, okay? Shaquille ONeal is not hurting his legacy at all. All right? Get the fuck over it. We all understand you hate wrestling. You think it's something a kid does. Blah, blah, fucking blah. Bitch, I will put you in a Matt Hardy sleeper and drop you on your fucking neck. Fuck you and everything you stand for. Leave Shaq alone, damn it.
I agree with everything you're saying. You know, I have my own take on that or whatever. But I want to point out two things that you were referencing. Shaquille ONeal, one, He's a grown ass fucking man. He do whatever the hell he want. And contrary to popular belief, this is on brand for Shaquille O'Neal. This is not like out of the norm for me, you know? So it's just like, this does not surprise me that he would do something like this. Hell, his name is associated with so many fucking products. Goddamn, the General Insurance, got fucking Papa John's, Icy Hot, all kinds of shit. Arizona Iced Tea, all kinds of stuff. I mean, why do you think this is any different?
I mean, dude, it's like the amount of hatred that's on these sports groups and these Facebook groups of these know-it-alls on every single topic are so fucking annoying. They hate on Lamar Jackson. Oh, Lamar Jackson this, Lamar Jackson that. Bitch, Lamar Jackson's a millionaire. Fuck you. You think he gives a shit what you think? He won the NFL MVP, motherfucker. He took a diminishing fucking team that was nothing, and he took them to the playoffs 3 years straight. Fuck you. Fuck you and your little laugh emoji. I mean, just leave Shaq the fuck alone. You motherfuckers hide behind these little fake-ass paper balls on the internet, and that's so fucking tough. Bitch, I'm from an era where if you said something wrong, your mouth started bleeding. That's my era. You say some of the shit y'all say in person to me, my natural reflex is to punch you in your fucking mouth. Leave Shaq the fuck alone, man. He's out there living his best fucking life. Leave Snoop Dogg alone, damn it. I don't give a fuck how horrible his frog splash was. He's Snoop Dogg, bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
Yeah,
it's horrible, man. It just gets on my nerves.
Yeah, we are aware of the audio issues right now, but we just kind of, you know, taking it as we can get it, man. But yeah, man, grown ass men doing grown ass men shit, you know. And I put it like this: if you had the time and the opportunity, you would be doing the shit too. So that's all I can say. But
yes.
Let's get into this bracket, homeboy. We got pictures and everything. So this is going to be one of the matches for round one. We got Jeff Cobb versus Kojima. So I mean, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, if at a glance, who you think going to take the dub?
Freeze up.
Oh, no. I was asking who you think going to take the dub out of this.
I said Cobb.
Oh, Cobb. My bad. My fault.
Yeah. Hey, I know my audio sucks right now, but
yeah, but yeah, I'm saying the same thing. As soon as I seen this match pop up on the screen, I'm like, yeah, Cobb, because I mean, this is he hadn't been there that long with New Japan or whatever, but this is a good match to give him a good showing. He's in there with veteran talent and whatnot, and the dub here for Cobb would be, I mean, it would be the right move in my opinion.
Definitely. Cobb's a damn stud, man. But I mean, let's not sell Kojima short, man. Kojima can roll with the big boys. He's gonna get 500 chopped in on Cobb's big ass chest.
Yeah, and then Cobb would need this win because they're trying to establish this the new faction, the Empire, with Will Osprey and this old lady and Great O'Connor.
Commonwealth Kingpin.
Yeah. Speaking of Great O'Connor, we got Tetsuya Naito versus the Great O'Connor. And I'm torn on this one because at a glance, I'm not going to lie, I want Khan to win. Because, I mean, he just came back from excursion. He came back, made a big impact and everything, attacking Okada, I believe it was. And then he has the beef now with Tanahashi over the never open weight title. I don't know if that match has started yet or if it even passed or whatnot, because I am behind on my New Japan. But this would be a statement win and have a feather in his cap for him. And also to big up the freaking the Empire stable. What do you think? What you got? Who you got on this?
I would not be surprised if Great Khan wins this. but I'm going with Naito. But I will not be surprised if Gabriel Kid pulls this off.
Yeah, it's just this is a tough one for me because I like them both, and especially because like we was talking a while back, like, dog, you seen this dude on the Indies now? Because when he went out on excursion or whatever, this dude was in Europe kicking ass, 45-0 record, and now he in New Japan, and I just dig everything about him. Even the chops, he stole the chops.
Yeah, you know the he is in essence the perfect heel. Like just damn kids. He is like a good throwback, perfect heel. I mean, I like him a lot, and I could push him to the moon and get him the win over Naito. But I'm kind of praying Naito wins to a degree, but he's one of my favorites.
Word, and I can understand that. Scrolling down the bracket, we got Toriano versus Bad Luck Fale. Now, we already know this is going to be shenanigans, and regardless of how strong Fale is and how dominant he can be, this is always a 50-50 chance when you're dealing with Toriano. So, at a glance, when I look at this, I automatically shoot toward Yano.
We gonna have to disagree there.
Well, I mean, I can understand because, like I said, when you're dealing with Yano, it's 50-50, man. Because damn, he can get him outside the ring, duct tape his ankles to the goddamn barricade, do some shit, get some kind of crazy victory. So, I mean, I'm taking all that into account.
But this has been an ongoing feud with them for a while. So I think this might be the end of that feud. I think this is the culmination of Fale just beating the dog shit out of him.
Oh, there you go. Toriano wins it all, 2021.
I love it.
All right, we ain't got to spend too much time on that. Here we are. We got Hiroki Goto, and Tai Chi. Now, at a glance, this is real simple for me. I'm going with Tai Chi because my experience with my experience with Goto is just like he's the lovable loser and shit, man. He almost feels like later year Tommy Dreamer to me. He always was there and he always lost, and everything. And Tai Chi has been making some big moves in New Japan or whatever. Yeah. It's just like I almost felt at a point in time to where he was kind of trying to weasel leadership of a Suzuki Gun from up under goddamn Minoru.
I'm going with Tai Chi on this. I just Goto can be on. He's either really good or he's really bad. Like there's no in between. Like, and he's never had that big draw it factor to be a main eventer.
Yeah, I think his best years are behind him. I think he might wind up in the LA dojo helping train with Shibata and everything. Because I think for a time I believe he was injured and he went to the LA dojo and he trained and everything because he came back in real good shape and everything. So,
well, I mean, him and Shibata got a very good relationship as well. So I could see that Hiroki Goto doesn't have too many years left in him to wrestle, in my opinion. Unless he's going to be like Tenzan and be like, pulling the curtain open for the youngsters or something. I don't see it.
Yeah, and it's who's to say in New Japan because their athletes are different out there. They can stay around until they can barely walk anymore and be in the ring and just people eat it up. So it be what it be.
Yeah.
Scrolling down the bracket. This is one that I'm looking at. Now, we all historically know how I feel about Okada. So there's no surprise to when I glance at this, I'm leaning towards Shingo. But this is going to be a good match. This is going to be a statement match for Shingo, especially because we got one of the record-breaking IWGP World Heavyweight Champions here in this tournament, and Shingo is getting that opportunity to face him in a bout. So my pick is Shingo because I just dig Shingo anyway. He got that daggone cool ass mullet, man. Something that I wish I could have, you know.
I'm going with Shingo as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is also can be a 50-50 thing because it's not so much as like what we perceive as athletic ability and everything, and Shingo has all the momentum. It's fucking Okada, man. Okada is their golden boy, you know. So they can be like, all right, Okada can freaking win it all this year, and we're gonna get him back to the championship because I mean they've done that in the past. So it can be a matter of booking rather than whatever. So I'm still going with Shingo. We all leaning towards Shingo here. So I'm a big Shingo
like in the wrestling group, a lot of people were picking Shingo to win it all.
I think this would be a good time. This would be a good accolade for that. Yeah. So yeah, might be. Let's see what we got in the chat. Yeah, Shingo would be my pick. Yeah, because this is a single elimination, I believe.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying it's going to be Shingo and Osprey in the finals.
Yeah. We got Japanese titty meat in the chat.
Yeah.
All right. Scrolling down the card. Oh, we got to switch the page. All right. I'm not too worried about this one. We're not going to spend too much time on this one. I got Minoru.
And I already know what you say.
Yeah, I already know what you feel, how you feel about hormones or whatever. So we just gonna keep scrolling. Yeah. Now this is an interesting match. This is an interesting one here. Juice Robinson and goddamn Kenta, fresh off a loss against John Moxley. And look at this motherfucker over here, Hulk Hogan. You see the thing on the side, man. Blow this shit up. I don't want to watch this, brother. But Juice and Kenta, at a glance, I think I need more than a glance. I don't know. I don't know what you got because I can't make up my mind on this one.
I'm going with Kenta.
Okay, I mean I can see it. I think I'm gonna side with Kenta as well. It's just, I don't know, he needs something more or whatever. It's just he's been carrying around that briefcase. He's been eking out some victories here and there, but I mean that loss to Moxley the other day, kind of, I don't know, but he needs this win. He needs to get far in the tournament. I don't think he's going to take it all, but he needs to get far in this tournament. So, both agree on Kenta, right? All right. Here we are. We got Tenzan and Will Osprey. Oh, I lost anomaly. He should be back. But now, at a glance, I'm no shit. I'm picking Osprey, you know, and I also feel what's going to come into play is going to be some shenanigans in this match because damn, you know, of the rivalry between Tenzan and Great Khan right now. Tenzan has lost the right to use the Mongolian chops. Him and Great Khan had a match for sole usage of the Mongolian chops, which is Tenzan, one of his signature moves. So we have that in play as well. So we got the Empire. Oh, he's back. He's back. You back? Hey, your audio fixed too.
Yay!
I think. I don't know. We'll find out. But I already kind of went into my spiel about this match. I already went into my spiel about this match or whatever. Yeah, I think there's going to be shenanigans involved because Tenzan and Great Khan, they just had the match to who has the sole ownership of the Mongolian chops, and he is barred from using the Mongolian chops since he lost the match. So I believe it's going to be somewhat of a competitive match, and Great OConnor is going to get involved some kind of way. But regardless of that fact or not, I'm still picking Will Osprey, the Commonwealth Kingpin.
Yes, sir. I'm going with Osprey as well, of course. Ooh.
Yeah, we got Gabriel Kid versus Zac Saba Jr. We got a young lion in here. This is his second entry into the New Japan Cup, and he's still a young lion. So I mean, he hasn't made that trip on excursion yet, and it's kind of weird now because they got the LA dojo, the New Japan, where they do New Japan Strong, and I don't feel like that's a real excursion because they got some of the young lions going there as their excursion. And I just like it just seems weird because they're still in the black trunks and everything, and it just looks like, you know, New Japan B. But of course, I look at this and I'm picking Zac Saba Jr. because he ain't no black trunks are gonna advance too far. It's just kind of filling spots right now.
Yeah, going to rip him to fucking pieces, and then it's gonna set up Osprey and Saber.
Okay. All right. Scrolling down the card. Here's another one. We got another young lion. We got Eugene Nagata versus, I can't never get his name right, but you see it on the screen here. And that's freaking Tanahashi has been using him as his personal young lion and shit. He's been mentoring this guy and everything, and they taking him under his wing and whatnot. So I don't know. He could be being groomed for something later, but I highly doubt that he takes the win in this round. So I'm going for Nagata, of course.
I'm gonna tell you now, everyone who watches this should watch this match because Yuji Nagata loves to fucking torture young lions.
Him and Minoru.
Yeah. Yuji Nagata is going to beat the shit out of this kid, like badly. Like, I feel sorry for him.
Hey man, you can't feel sorry for a grown man making a decision to get inside those ropes.
I mean,
he did it. It was his choice. It was of his own volition. You know, nobody put a gun to his head and be like, motherfucker, get in there and fight. He's like, nah, I'm gonna do it the hard way. And he about to get it the hard way.
That's the fact.
Scrolling down the card. This is gonna be a good one too.
Yeah.
We got Tomohiro Ishii versus Sonata. At a glance. I want to go Ishii, man. I want to go Ishii, but I'm gonna put my chips on Sonata.
Sonata will probably win just because of his dick, but I really want Ishii to win.
Yeah, so I mean, we got a split here. I mean, well, we don't have a split. We're in agreement, but I mean, it could go either way. I'm just like, ugh. I mean, cause I like Ishii, his short ass.
Yeah.
All right, scrolling down. All right, we got picture ain't loading up, but we got David.
I see Morty.
You seen that shit? Yeah. We got David Finlay versus Chase Owens. I don't know why the picture's not loading up. This bootleg website. Come on. You're ruining my presentation. There you go. Oh, you're going to put an ad in the way, you bitch? All right. Finlay and Chase Owens. Now, at a glance, since his gut poking out, I'm picking Finlay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Finlay on this one. This is his first entry into the New Japan Cup, and I don't know, because they making their debut. Him and Juice is making their debut in Impact, so I believe they're going to try to carry some momentum behind that and whatnot, and they might give Finlay the win on this one. But I wouldn't be opposed to either. but I'm leaning more towards Finlay. What you got?
I think Finlay might win this match just because they never let shit.
True. This is true. But then we can also say that could be another glaring reason why Chase might win. But still sticking with Finlay. Scrolling down the card. I'm not too excited about this one. At a glance, I would probably pick Yoshihashi, only on the fact that Yujiro don't win shit either. and that's
I'm going for my homie, the Tokyo Pimp.
You Tokyo Pimping?
Tokyo Pimp.
You Tokyo Pimping. All right.
Hey, I follow him on Instagram. He rolling, dog. He's my G. I'm going with him. Bullet Club for life.
All right, good to go. Good to go. So we split on this one. I got Yoshihashi, and you got the Tokyo Pimp. So, all right, cool. Scrolling down, I look at this, and I'm just like Jay White.
Get the fuck out of here! Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Hanari.
Come on.
Hanari has done well. And he's transformed his physique. He has gotten rid of that shitty ass attire that he used to wear and everything. I did like his little tag team forming that he did with Tanahashi and everything. So I mean he was up under that learning tree for a little bit.
You just gave Hanari 30 seconds. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jay White. So let's just continue. And that's the end of the bracket because this is where we see that Tanahashi has the bye here. So we got that going on. So yeah, we got Evil with a bye and we got Tanahashi with a bye. And that's it for the brackets. We got the I thought I had it up. But we had the left and right brackets. We just went through both sides and everything. I thought I had another picture of it. But yeah, it is what it is. So what are we thinking? Who we think is going to come down to in the finals? Do you need the bracket? Because I mean, I know we just kind of went through them line by line. You're not really getting a feel of what side is what side. You need me to pull that picture up?
No, I had my final four picked. I'm just I know Osprey for sure. I sent it to you in a text message. I just forgot it.
Yeah.
And I'm scared to look again.
I'm trying to hold on. I think I have it here because I need to see it.
Yeah. Because I picked the final four off the bracket.
All right, let me get there for this riveting viewing pleasure. All right, here we go. I got it right here. So I'm looking at this and the final four. I think we're going to wind up with Ooh. Yeah, looking at it this way, yeah. I don't know. It might have would have swayed my picks earlier, but you're right. I think Osprey is going to make it down on the right bracket to one of the contestants in the final four. Yeah. And then I'm looking at the other ones. I mean, it could easily be Tanahashi or Jay White on that side as well. So we could either have Osprey and Jay White or Osprey and Tanahashi. That would be nice. And then on the left side, I'm looking at this. We got Evil with the bye, but I'm going to forego that and say maybe I'm going to put chips on Cobb to be final four on the top of that bracket. Yeah, I got a feeling. And then as I look at the bottom, that's where Shingo is. So Shingo is no doubtedly going to be in my final four. So it's either going to be Shingo and Cobb, and they had a great match against each other not too long ago or whatnot. That's kind of why I'm picking Cobb, because I want to see that again, especially for something really big on the line. So it can either be Shingo and Cobb, or it may be Shingo and I'm gonna say Naito. So that's my final four.
Yeah, I could see that. I think the same thing. I had Jay White and Osprey on one side, and I believe I did not have Jeff Cobb. I did not pick Cobb.
Hey man, I'm riding with him. I'm gonna put some stock on that.
Put some Bitcoin on it.
I'm gonna put some Bitcoin on that. Some Dogecoin, some dog coin, or whatever the fuck they call it. But aside from that, we got everything. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I'm thinking it'll probably be Shingo or Osprey. That would be pretty interesting. Or Jay White, because they're gonna push him to the right now as well.
Yeah, because he just came off that big thing about is he gonna stay or is he gonna leave, and he's back. So I can see him going there. That's why he was one of my picks to be at the end. But tournament aside or whatever, other things going on in New Japan, they have decided that they're going to merge the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. What are your thoughts on that, sir?
Mistake. You need that secondary title, man.
I understand. I get what you're saying, but this is where I disagree with you. I firmly believe if they merge those two titles, we have undoubtedly another belt to slide into that spot, and that is the Never Openweight Championship. I knew it. Yeah, they took. I mean, New Japan has a lot of fucking belts, especially when you add the trios Never Openweight in there, and I believe that like if you put the Never Openweight title as the secondary under the heavyweight title or whatever they're gonna name it or whatever the fuck, you have more room for better matchups. You know, because with the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, it's only been a certain echelon of people to wrestle for that belt ever since Tanahashi and Tanahashi and Nakamura made it great again. You know, so it's just been like a stagnant few that vied for that Intercontinental Championship. But when you get that Never Openweight Championship, name some of the people who held it: Minoru Suzuki, Tanahashi, Shingo, and just so many different people, and you got so many matchups because it's not weight contingencies for that. So anybody can go for it. So you can get great matches between Tanahashi and maybe a Show or something like that, who I believe Show is destined for great things. Or you have the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title, which should be, as you know, it could be the second title or whatever, but you have that weight restriction. That's why you take that Never Openweight title and you just kind of slide it in there somewhere or whatnot. So I don't feel like them losing the Intercontinental title has them worse for wear, because you have the Junior Heavyweight title that has its own, you know, platform for those people of that weight and that caliber of talent, but you have that Never Openweight that can be anybody. Unlimited matchups. And then if you're feeling froggy, you can double. And if you're feeling froggy, I mean, you can double title that freaking Never Openweight title. You can have the freaking junior heavyweight vied for that damn Never Openweight title, and he can be a double champ. The freaking heavyweight, the world title holder can vie for that Never Openweight. He can be a double champ. So I mean, there's endless possibilities here, you know.
Yeah. I guess we'll just see what happens. That's all we can do. But I mean, there was a time when the Intercontinental title was more popular than the heavyweight title.
Yeah, And I believe this is a move to make that heavyweight title relevant again. You know, to make like this is the big dog. And there's no eyes looking down here at this other title because this should be the only title that should be held up here, you know? But also at the same time, that being said, you're gonna have to daggone do something with this roster, man. Oh yeah, and you got the I forgot about the US title.
Oh gosh. That's gonna be strictly, dude. That title is just a you. They're gonna have to defend that at the Long Beach Center.
New Japan Strong, yeah, just for like the US shows and everything. New Japan Strong. So the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, the IWGP, United States Heavyweight Championship, the Never Openweight Championship, the Junior Heavyweight Championship, the King of Pro Wrestling Championship, not including the tag titles. Yeah, so they got 2 sets of tag titles. They got 2 sets of heavyweight titles. They got the triple, the trios titles. I mean, losing that one belt is not really gonna hurt them. It's just they're gonna have to start elevating things, man.
Well, I mean, they have an excellent booker there, so I trust the book. So I mean, he's got a plan. So let's just see how it plays out.
Yeah. And then we have freaking Hiromu had to vacate the title due to injury. So that dude can't catch a break. Well, he caught a break. This time it was a tear. So that's how it is for Hiromu.
Poor Hiromu.
Yeah. So I think he said he wanted to. I think he said he wanted to name Bushi in his place to take over the title, but I don't know if they're going to do a match for it or a tournament or anything. Like I said, I'm kind of behind on my New Japan. I seen a picture of Desperado holding it not too long ago, so I don't know if he just claiming it or he want to be in contingency for it, but might be a good pick.
I fell off. I'm about right now, so I have to catch up. So I was on point with it, like wasn't missing it at all. But I fell off this past week. They have a lot of damn shows. Like it is, like, it's hard to keep their shows because every one of their shows is between 2 and 3 hours. So like you've got to find time to really sit down and dedicate yourself to New Japan programming because you don't want to miss a match because the matches are so strong in every category. It's not like WWE where you can go, take a piss when somebody's wrestling, which happens a lot. You can't do that with New Japan.
No, and it's just you're right. There's so much content coming out of New Japan. On top of all, if you're like really a fan of wrestling, there's so much other shit going on right now. So I mean, NXT is now moving to Tuesday nights, which is good for AEW because they're going to be the only game in town on Wednesdays. But moving NXT to Tuesday, they in contingency with Impact. NWA is coming back. They're going to be on Tuesdays. MLW, I believe, is on Tuesdays. And goddamn, don't they run they freaking NXT UK on Tuesdays? So you got 4 other fucking shows running on a goddamn Tuesday. Obviously that some of those are hinged upon networks and things like that, but AEW are going to be the only ones that are going to be live on television. And then they have their new show. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, then AEW has a new show, Elevate, that's going to be on Monday nights.
Yeah, well,
Elevate or
Elevation. You can't really go by. Yeah, well, you can't go by the Nielsen ratings no more because many people watch it on demand afterwards when it's comfortable. Or they do it like that. You can't go by the the point system of the old school Nielsen shit. It just don't work like that. Because like I was telling you today, I watch AEW on Thursday morning. That's my tradition.
Same as me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, I'm not even paying attention. I don't worry about it on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm normally watching the NBA games. Like I said, Thursday morning, sit down with I watch AEW. So, and a lot of people do that. I can't tell. A lot of people don't watch NXT or AEW. Won't catch it on the weak ass network, or they watch it on TNT, the TNT app. So the Nielsen rating is not a good viable thing to look at to see who's in the wars. It's not like WCW and WWE when they mention with each other, where if you fucking missed it, it was you know.
And then
the Monday
also
Night Wars was a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah. And then also, I mean, ratings aside, I mean, because I don't personally give a shit about that. It's just like, it's a lot of wrestling to watch. That's my only point making. I mean, usually if you got days to break it up or whatever, it makes it a little bit easier. Because like you have freaking Raw Monday, and then Tuesday you can have like Impact or something like that. Wednesday you can have these shows. Thursday you got something going on, and Friday you got something going on. That's jam-packed spread out through a whole week or whatever. Now you got it jam-packed all in a day. And it's just like, you know, some people enjoy the live experience. They want to see it as it airs. I don't understand that now in the age of what you were just saying of DVR and, you know, all this other shit. It's just, I don't know. It seems overwhelming at times. It's just, I want to watch this show. I want to get familiar with some of these characters or whatever, but damn, I also work a 12-hour job. I do a podcast. I got a family in the other room, and it's just so many goddamn shenanigans.
Right.
Puppet dog.
Got big, didn't it?
Yep. So it's just so much. And yeah, that was another thing that they posted it online today. You know, WrestleMania week is going to be 10 consecutive days of professional wrestling. You know, just all the things that they got, pay-per-views and different shows and everything. It's 10 consecutive days of pro wrestling. It's fucking crazy.
Oh man, who cares about WrestleMania? Do you really care about WrestleMania?
I kind of do. It's like if I did not watch any WWE whatsoever all 12 fucking months or all 11 months, I will tune in for WrestleMania. You know, or if I daggone had to pick out of their whole year of programming, maybe 2 shows to watch, I'm watching the Rumble and I'm watching WrestleMania. So I mean, I do care. So I can't say that I don't. I mean, maybe not as much as I used to, I guess, but I still care.
That's about it. Y'all keep it.
Yeah, Nick cares.
I know Nick
and then, you know, and yeah, Nick cares too. But I mean, I have a fondness with WrestleMania now, especially since I've been going to them and everything, starting with my first one, at 31, when Seth Rollins cashed in and shit. So, I mean, I've been hooked with the experience of going to a WrestleMania. And it's not even so much the WrestleMania event itself, it's everything that's surrounding it, because you find so much good independent wrestling around that shows. And then people that you've grown to know because of professional wrestling, they go to these events and everything. So you got people coming from all over, and y'all meeting up in one place, and you're meeting up and you fist bumping and you high fiving safely. I'm talking about past tense, because they ain't doing that shit now because of, you know, what's going on. But, you know, it was an experience. It was fun. It was a trip pretty much, you know, and that's what I enjoy most about it and whatnot. So, and then when Nick was on here last, because the last WrestleMania we went to was the one where Kofi won. Me and him went together, and he was talking about a match from the show that I attended, and I fucking forgot it was on the goddamn card. You know, because I mean, I wasn't so much worried about it. I mean, I enjoyed the atmosphere, you know, being with my friends and just having fun and shit, right?
Well, I will openly admit, I texted you this and told you this. I thought the Rumble was very good this year. I thought a solid show.
Yes.
I did that. And that first WWE event I watched and it was good. It was good. I got to give it to him. It's good. And I think I'm putting the title on Lashley. That was well deserved. Regardless that the Miz was the transitional champion. He was, he was Ronnie Garvin. Little transitional champion. I mean, but Lashley deserves a damn title. That man has been kicking ass and taking names for years. He's all right. I know you're a Bobby Lashley fan. Shit. I mean, but he deserves the title.
Yeah. Hell, I mean, to that effect too. I mean, the Miz.
That's another thing. The Miz do deserve the title. The Miz is actually a good wrestler. Yeah, he's a good wrestler. But that's another thing I want to get. Have you ever seen the amount that MMA forgive to Bobby Lashley?
Ain't he still undefeated?
Yes.
Yeah, Lashley's still undefeated.
And they hate him. They think of every good reason. Yeah. And who associates pro wrestling or associates themselves pro wrestling on the internet, you got these know-it-all dipshit pussies who bust nuts into socks, who always hit the LOL and act like they know something the rest of us don't. Dude, y'all are such fucking pussies. Bobby Lashley is a world-class freestyle wrestler, not just a pro wrestler. Yes, he's a pro wrestler. He's one of the best at it right now. He's also a world-class bodybuilder and will beat the fuck out of you. All right? Quit acting like y'all can. You downplay all the accomplishments this man has made. This man has got, he can say just as much as Brock Lesnar can, that they are possibly the greatest full contact sports athletes we have ever had in modern era. Think about it. These guys have done it all, but yet people always downplay what they do. I mean, Brock Lesnar plays in the NFL. Laugh out loud. Oh, he was a pro wrestler. Bitch, you couldn't get in the ring and take a get the fuck out of here.
And
I fucking hate these LOL emoji trolling.
And Bobby Lashley, man, he looks exactly the same. That dude doesn't age or change or nothing. He just stays the same. That WWE did like a little video of him doing his photo shoot or whatever, and he held up a picture of him at his debut versus what he looked like now, and it looks exactly the fucking same. It looked like all he did was change his tights.
Right. So WrestleMania, I will watch WrestleMania if they give us Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley.
Yes, I would watch that as well. But I mean, this is an interesting point or whatever. I mean, Miz got the title because they were gonna do what they did with Lashley, and I agree with that because they didn't want Lashley to do that to Drew. But we have a feud here because Lashley was the reason that Drew lost the title to Miz. So Drew has already addressed it. He is like, whoever won that title match, he was gunning for them next. So Lashley won. He's the title holder. Drew said he's always already gunning for Lashley. Now, this can go either one or two ways. Or, I mean, it could go a few ways. I mean, wrestling is really unpredictable, but I mean, we have established a pattern of repetition with WWE at certain points. Lashley can go on to face Drew at Fastlane and possibly beat him, and then they might run it back at WrestleMania, or Drew can win and they can run it back at WrestleMania, or Lashley can have a title match against somebody else, like maybe even the Miz get a rematch, and we keep the title on Lashley there, therefore propelling him into WrestleMania as the title holder, giving Drew another shot, and Drew winning it back at WrestleMania in front of a fucking crowd this time.
I don't want. Honestly, I'd like to see Lashley have a dominant world title run.
Yes, I would rather. Yeah, I would like to see him go past Mania with the title, but I feel like it's going to be a change. If it is against Drew at WrestleMania, he will drop that title at WrestleMania. But you know, there's so many variables. It remains to be seen. But Lashley will have a title match at WrestleMania, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and he deserves it. It's well deserved. He has busted his ass since the first time I seen him in OVW being managed by Kenny Boley. He said he was the next big thing, and he called him Blaster Lashley. That was Bobby Lashley's original name. Blaster Lashley.
Blaster Lashley.
He was managed by Kenny the King Bolin and OVW. Kenny the King Bolin is Jim Cornette's childhood best friend.
Word.
And that was Bobby Lashley's first manager.
Word. So we got that going on, and then we have let me see if I can pull it up. Do they have a website? I'm pretty sure they do. Here we are. All Elite Wrestling. We have, let's see. Boom. We do that. We do this thing, and we can pop that up on the screen. I'm gonna see if I can maneuver this around and try to find it. But they have, yeah, here it is. Revolution. It's coming up this weekend, Sunday, March 7th. And it's gonna be a card. You're gonna have Sting stepping back into the ring. And how do you feel about that? You know how I feel about it. The motherfucker need to go sit his ass down somewhere, but that's par for the course.
I want to say that I liked what he done against Brian Cage, and I liked his whole the way he set up for the Scorpion Death Drop. But the thing that I noticed the most is after that little 2-minute stint that he did last week, he was out of breath. He was winded. So that makes me feel like Brian Cage and they're going to have to carry him through this match. I don't think he's in wrestling condition.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, that's why it's a tag match, you know, and not a one-on-one. So, I mean, we'll figure it out, though. But I'm excited about this pay-per-view Saturday. Time to be determined. We're all going to converge here again, and we'll be discussing our thoughts leading into the Revolution pay-per-view for AEW. And yeah, just tune in on the Saturday. I'll post about it online. We'll let everybody know when it is, or you'll just get a notification. So if you're subscribed, whether it be on Twitch, watching on Periscope, freaking YouTube, Facebook, goddamn Twitch. I said Twitch already, but now hit the subscribe, like, follow, turn on notifications and shit. So whenever we all jump in there, I mean, you can be along for the ride and the shenanigans.
And the Wrestling is Trash Facebook group is growing. I'm loving it. It is growing.
Yeah, and I appreciate all of you for just, you know, putting your comments in there, sharing your likes and whatnot, and just come be a part of the shenanigans, the fun. Shenanigans is my word. Hey, man, if y'all want to get a nice hat or a nice shirt or whatever, y'all can go to randomrob.com, you know, and hit the merch tab. I mean, we got Wrestling is Trash shirts, hats, beanies, all that thing. I mean, anything to support the boys and whatnot, boys and gals that come on the show. And I think that's about it, man. You got any parting words? You got anything you want to throw out there for anybody? You got a match recommendation?
Actually, what I want to do And this is the one time I will do a shameless plug, and it's not even my project, but it was a friend of mine's project, and I think it's an amazing project, and I think people need to check it out. My good friend Chadlack Dundee has made an independent movie with a lot of independent pro wrestlers in it. Isaiah, Cash Flow, and it's called Afro Samurai. And this movie is on the Wrestling is Trash page. I shared the link. Watch this movie. It is the shit. If you like old school kung fu movies, if you like House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, and you like independent wrestling and hip hop, watch this fucking movie. It's about an hour long. It's an independent movie, and it is great. Watch this fucking movie. Do me a favor. Watch the fucking movie. Subscribe to his channel. Tell him Anomaly sent you. You know what I'm saying? Support local art, because it's all we got left, man. Real shit. And that's the one time I'm gonna plug anything, because you know I don't accept friend requests and shit, because y'all got my shit so fucking long right now. My list is beyond Section 8 right now. It's got a 10-year waiting list right now.
Yeah, so as he said, Afro Samurai has a whole bunch of independent wrestlers in it, and everything is created and produced by his homeboy. I put links in the chat on whatever platform that you're viewing this on or whatever. I'll put a link in the audio description for the audio version, so y'all can scroll down and look at that. So I think that's it. Take off my hat, show my bald head, and on behalf, yeah, you good to go. On behalf of myself and the marvelous Anomaly, the Kentucky Kingpin. That's it, and we'll see you next time.